Hi, Kathy here with Kathy's Cute Creations. Today I'm going to do the body of block number 3. Let me get it up there close for you. That's what we're going to be doing today. So let's get started. Here are the colors that I chose for the block number 3. So the dark fabric, let me see if I can put that above it. This is the darkest fabric right here compared to this and this. So these two colors are going to be the background right there, and then this dark in the middle, which are the stars, is going to be that. So let me get a little higher so you have an idea. That looks a lot better. I've got them cut out. We're going to go over here to the sewing machine and I'll tell you the sizes, and then you can follow along. All right, here's the fabrics. This is considered the light, the medium, and the dark. So of the light and the medium, you need the same amount and the same size. So you need 4 1 7/8 inch. So that's what this is. That's what that is. This is 16 1.5 inch squares. 16 1.5 inch squares. Then you need 7/8 inch square, and you need 16 1.5 by 2.5 inch rectangles. And this is what the center part of the barn is going to be made out of. These 3 different colors and these 3 types of fabric right here. All right, so to begin, you're going to take your medium and your light 4 squares. They were 1 7/8 each, and you're going to put them with the 8 dark squares, which were 1 7/8 8 inches each. You take them, you mark them down the middle first. Let me show you with this one. And then I've marked them 1/4 of an inch on each side of the middle, because we're going to sew down the right and the left hand side of the middle, and then we're going to cut them all in half. So that's 8 of them. So let's begin. Whoops. Accidentally went right down the middle. I think my pen is going to be in the way, so let's take that out and I'll hold on to it. I'm going to sew on each side of the line. And we can go ahead and chain stitch these. All I'm doing is just taking one after the other, putting it in there. You can do the same thing. Makes it go a lot faster. Then I'll square all these up when I'm finished. I'll continue these, and when I get finished, I'll be back. There, they're all ironed and they're all squared up, and now it's time to do these. We're going to put these aside. They look so nice when they're all squared up, even though they're teeny weeny. Let me get my book over here so I can continue with the directions for you if you're following along. Now remember that these dark ones here, they were 16 of them, and they were 1.5 by 2.5, and you're taking the excuse me, the J, which is half of the medium. This is considered the light. This is considered the medium. You're taking half of them and you're sewing the two together. Now the only thing that's going to be left are these little things right here, which are the 1 7/8 inch, the light and the medium. This is all that you should have left, because these are going to make the cornerstone and a couple of other squares. I mean, half square triangles. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to sew these. And remember now, the directions actually show you pinning like this, but we're not going to sew from here to here. We're going to sew from here to here. I just flipped them upside down to sew them. They'd be so much easier. And it makes 8 of each color. And these will end up being 1.5 by 2.5 when we're finished, because all we're doing is adding this little square at the end of it here. Get my let's see if I can get this started. Here we go. Just chain stitch these also. For all those people that really like these small little quilts and wall hangs, if you're doing this, you're probably in hog's heaven. I never really liked all this little stuff. I don't know if I feel like it's too much work or what exactly it is, but it's not like I can't do it, but I kind of like the things that are bigger. Maybe because they're faster. These take so much time. Get that on there. Oh, my little, the head on my pin is interfering here. Get that out of there. There we go. Okay. Let's keep me from touching that. There we go. The animals are getting antsy. It's close to dinner time. Probably hear their feet down there. The little girl anyway, Lainey, she's the one that tells me when it's dinner time. Alright, I got half of them finished, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this other half, and then I'll be back after I get finished with them. Here's what they look like when they're finished and ironed. And now we're gonna put them together and make a partial square. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work with the light one. So you take your light square, and we're going to put these two together, and then we're going to put this together. So these three make a unit. So first you sew the little squares together, the half square triangle and the square. That's the very first thing we do. And I just picked the light. It's got any order, light or dark. Alright, let's see if that worked. Okay, when you open it up, and then we're going to take this one here. Here's what we're trying to do is get the angle of this dark to look like that, like an arrow type thing. So then we take these and combine them together, and there is no seam. And I'm going to start at this end over here. Let's take a look at it. That's what we want to see right there. So now we're going to do this with the lights and the darks, and then after they're all finished, let's take a better look up here. If they're all finished like that, we'll continue. So it makes 8 lights and 8 darks. Now I have all the medium done, so I'm going to do the same thing, and I chain stitch these. slow going, but I'll get there. After I get all these done, I'll iron them, I'll square them up, and then I'll show you before I put them together with the light ones. Let me get this one done here so I can show you what it is though real quick, so you have an idea. So that's the dark one, and here's the light one. Let's see. You can barely see that dark one. Let's see if I put it right here. There we go. Here we go. That's even better yet. There's the dark one compared to the light one. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. There you go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish up all the dark ones, and then I'll show you what it is to put them together. Here's all the pieces that I've got them laid. They're not sewn together, but that's what it's going to look like when it gets done being sewn. And of course, you know we're going to do the entire first row, second row, third row, fourth row. So I'll gather up the first row and we'll do that one first. So we're going to sew these first two, and then we'll open them up and then we'll connect them, and that'll be the first row. The hardest part about it will be connecting these stars where these seams meet. And somehow both my seams were going the same direction, so we're going to see if that's going to work, or if I got to go back to the ironing board and iron the seams on them. Let's see here in a sec. We will see in a sec. Let's see if that's going to be my problem. See if I've matched them up even slightly. Nope, that one did not match up. This one did, but that one didn't. So I guess I'm going to have to sew them. See, this one met up, but this one didn't. Well, oh, I guess it did. It just looks like it's off, but it's not. But I think I'm going to try to sew them, and it's really hard to see in here. Let's see here if I can pick it up and if it's any better. I'm not sure. I can't see, but I'm going to iron them anyway. I think it'll be easier. Okay, so there it is, and now this comes next on the left-hand side, and then the top piece, which I made right here. I'm going to put it all together, and then we'll take a look at it. We're going to attach this left-hand side, which was made in the last video. If you want to see how that's made, you're going to need to go to that video. I made that all by itself. And these yellow and black fabrics really make this look good. Take that wristlet off because it was starting to hurt my wrist. So I just got to park over here right now. I put a pin everywhere there was a seam. Ooh, this looks like a... There we go. So that that seam would stay in the direction that it was ironed in. It wouldn't flip on me now that I'm at the tail end of my side here. And there's what that looks like. And now I'm going to get the top and pin it, and we're going to do it. So I've pinned it, and everywhere that it had a seam in the back here, I went ahead and pinned it. So let me go ahead and get this attached. And there it is. Back it up a bit here. I'm going to go ahead and iron it and then lay it out here for you to take a look at. There it is, completed. And it is 12.5 inches, as you can see. And I think it turned out really, really good. But the problem is, which I see, if anybody can see the mistake, let me know. I'm going to fix it real quick. I now have it on the design wall and the problem has been fixed. So there you go. It's completed, the third block for the barn quilt. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to make a comment, by all means, go ahead and make a comment. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.